solo lane as
Oh,
there's the LeBlanc.
Oh, no.
Yep, and look, this is why I had to talk about it, Pop Smithy,
no.
because it's 9 points.
Not just being scaled on, they're being proactive in a meta that's defined by proactivity like this.
Yeah, there's the flash kick. Showmaker still gets tagged by the Q. The chains are going to land, and the Rise, aftershock or no, is going to go down on fleek with another first blood.
Engage range is just so...
Forward, gets a turret plate. This is exactly what Sandbox want to be able to do, as Canyon's going to jump forward, looking for on-fleek, misses the W though. Fleek vision is available here for Sandbox Gaming, as they're thinking about taking this one as a leash. On-fleek gets all of his health back, teleport to bring 5 members up towards Shelly. She is a very popular lady, and it feels like both of these junglers are going to have an opportunity to try and steal, as there's the Justice Punch. And see you later, Nuclear. That was a very weird teleport. Canyon's going to pay for it as well, as Nuggery has to Umbral Dash to get...
But teleport changes were a patch ago. Feels like a bit of old news. And Sandbox Gaming, they're going to inflict a much bigger punishment than just a kill. They're going to take down, but just a bit of a brain fade, I would say, coming through from Nuclear. As picture-in-picture, the LeBlanc's doing some damage.
Yep, Nuclear is going to go down yet again. And Dove, this is exactly the snowball that Sandbox wanted. We mentioned things like, when can the Rise stand in a side lane against the LeBlanc? Well, she's 1-0 and 3 against...
Sometimes things like that can happen when the lanes are broken a bit. We just had a skirmish, so lane assignments on his Vic. Speaking of lane assignments...
Oh, here we go, Dove looking for another one. The flash to try and get Showmaker out of there as he's turning it. The ultimate's running here from Canyon. The first explosion of damage down on the Lee Sin as Distortion gets Dove out.
Double early power. It's not contestable to go near an objective that you don't have early vision on. There is that in 10 minutes' time. There's a real chance Damwon.
Yeah, there certainly is a clock on this one for Damwon, but it's a decent time for Sandbox so far, as Dove's going to move on over. World Ender very early from Noggery as he's trying to stick underneath this turret. He's going to be able to use it, avoids dying to the ultimate, but the repositioning is going to be good from Summit, and the dive should be easy. Elementary, my dear Watson, as Sandbox Gaming takes
whether he's in a solo lane on a Vladimir or in a situation like this, trying to engage Hoyt and Canyon.
Yep. Knockups being traded left, right, and center as Showmaker realm warps his way forward, but it's just the walk-back strategy utilized, and now Ghost is looking for this one, not going to get the display. I'm not entirely sure, but this is exactly the Sandbox game plan that we've come to know and love. Realm Warp is going to be utilized there just to get some vision as Joker comes on over with the Justice. Okay, there's the double pop, but the Rise with the Aftershock's not going to get exploded, and Canyon's even going to survive now as Joker trying to keep himself alive and trying to keep Damwon out of this pit. But the Baron is available. It might just be a 50-50 as Canyon has to go into the stopwatch, and it is the Baron taken by Sandbox. Only going to lose one, and Noggery's going to have to dive his way over. Showmaker in here as well. So there's a kickback onto the Rise immediately. Taunted, but does have the stopwatch, and Canyon wants to be able to get a bit on fleek. The Triumph proc keeps him alive. Joker's going to be sacrificed. It's a double now, as the Fear Beyond Death does get the fear, but has the disdain to get him.
In a 1v3, and Dove gives up his life poking over, and then everything falls apart. All the dominoes.
And then immediately goes back to his Q that he prepared earlier, executes the Baron, and then doesn't die to Canyon over the wall, gets the kickback onto Showmaker, basically does everything. And here's the headbutt, Pove diving on forward. Nuggery's going to get big damage in here, and now Nuclear can actually fight in the team fight. Double kill for the Ezreal, who has a freshly completed Seraphs in the Archangel stuff, not yet transformed, but Damwon, that's the fight they needed.
And both you and I unconsciously start rubbing our hands and know this game is far from over. Very good punish from Damwon Gaming. Ghost with no flash is a victor. Very easy. But there's still a couple of Baron buffs and still going to be some gold that Sandbox can pick up on the back end. The dregs of the Baron buff
starting to come in.
And let's talk about, but everyone has to play their vision. Control wards mean Damwon have to defend through their red side, and Sandbox, they control the top side jungle here of Damwon. You need to be so...
LCK, it certainly does. Which Sandbox is going to come in here as Noggery's going to get kicked back up. Looks for the damage as World Ender has to be used so early as on fleek. Now over this wall, Nuclear in the backline is relatively safe, but Hero's Entrance just wants to get rid of this Aatrox. They are going hard for this pick, but he's got so many different tools. They're not enough as the World Ender in this game. As Damwon Gaming don't want to give it away without a fight, but 4 versus 5 is not a fight that I'd want to take. As Joker in a little bit of trouble. Showmaker doing so much damage. The last Q comes in as Canyon flashes forward, doesn't get the Baron, as that one belongs to Sandbox, but now on fleek in trouble. Hoyt trying to tank them all up. It's a decent kickback, but Nuclear does get zoned by the Lee Sin, and Showmaker fighting Ghost isn't going to win that battle.
Not able to contest the Baron. Dove's coming in, and he wants Nuclear for dinner. See if Nuclear can turn this.
Yeah, isn't going to be able to get the chain. Nuclear does a lot of damage, but not quite enough against those two members of Sandbox Gaming. On Fleek looking clean on the Lee Sin, secures the Baron, and now Sandbox have their second.
Oh, so important that you get the cleanup kills. They can push in with the Baron as well. Killing the Ezreal expediently means these death timers mean something. Not sure if they can end the game here, Sandbox, but they might try.
Yep, certainly is close, and Nugger is not going to be the one that's going to be able to defend this.
It's going to be
very
three
easily.
members.
Summit is just so tanky as well. Didn't have to use the Gargoyle Stone.
Sandbox choosing between options here. Nuggery can come in. Here's Canyon.
Yep, looking for the backline there as Ghost is in a fair bit of trouble, but they're looking for the turrets. First kill to go down here for Damwon Gaming, but World Ender going to be procced very early in this fight, and Dove going to go down. Canyon trying to leap away as Summit gets the fear beyond death, but not the fears on the members of Damwon as OnFleek is gotten rid of. And now the Realm Warp is going to bring a few members of Damwon Gaming to try and find Summit on the back end. Remember, this is not the Galio that we're used to seeing. And Nuclear gets a teleport that he wants this time. Hero's entrance, True Shot Barrage not going to find the target, and Hero's entrance was interrupted, meaning that Joker is going to go down.
Bit of threat. We'll walk up, and difficult for Damwon to stop this. They don't have much wave clear when it comes to walking up and approaching the lane. And
now Hoyt looking for his engage opportunity as Joker also doing the same off to the side. Not going to get too much poke there as he just goes back in, gets a decent double talk. The rest of the team not quite there. Hoyt just going to get deleted though as Sandbox looking to make it more. Realm Warp not going to find anyone to safety as Hero's entrance gets the knock up they're looking for, and see you later Showmaker. You're in the death chamber now as Nuclear trying to get his way out. They do get the GA of OnFleek, who's a little further forward than he wants to be, but that has given them enough space to go for this next Baron. And with the man advantage, they should be able to secure it pretty easily.
Sandbox just playing to their draft so intelligently because of all the controllers, because of the vision control they have around the Baron. They're just able to wait for a mistake from Damwon. Someone is always going to split off. Either the Alistair or the Aatrox going to open for an engage, and in that time, you just turn on that one member. It doesn't matter.
Lead here for Sandbox Gaming as well as they're taking down inhibitors, inhibitor turrets, and everything that's in Damwon's base. Remember, only one Nexus turret does remain for Damwon, and they've been given a long leash. A lot of opportunities for Damwon to get back into this game, but the team fights have just been so good when they've worked for Sandbox. They've always got the Barons. They've always picked up what they need to. Noggery going to be knocked back into the team yet again, but does have a lot of ways of staying alive. Not going to live for as long as he wanted to, though, and that's OnFleek getting rid of him. Summit gets the fears as well as Nuclear. That is not going to be enough shield from that Seraph's Embrace as he gets onto this fountain. But that's the only place that's safe for the Ezreals. The Nexus is going to be taken down, and Sandbox will take game number 1 against Damwon Gaming.
Really interesting game number 1. A lot of feeling out between
Penny being considered and locked in.
AP Cannon as an instant response to the Renekton try to keep range on the big could be 80 Cannon. The other big thing that has been noted about Damwon Gaming is how they really stack the deck around Canyon. His mid lane.
Yep, right in the right position. Q lands, of course. And Dove picks up first blood.
Taken down through the bone plating, and now Canyon looking for a turret dive. How about 4 members?
Yep, they got 4 people under here. That's a fantastic taunt to come out from Joker, though, as Hoyt should actually go down. No, he isn't! As Nuclear having to tank this one up. Dove makes his way down. It's a double underneath
the world.
Yep, as Dove looking to try and stop him from pressing further forward as there's the slicing Maelstrom. Good double stun to come in there as Dove throws out the ultimate. They still want to find more, and they do.
Some
flash.
Pulled off, some not. And the Infernal here with how much damage on the side of Damwon Gaming. 4 carries and a Braum. Going to be a big pickup for them.
Yeah, 7 minutes moving far away. Here for Sandbox is OnFleek, going to move on out, gets the kick back. Dove already over here, slicing Maelstrom, though should be able to get a decent stun as the ultimate comes down from Dove, looking to find a few more, has to flash to get himself over here, but he's on the wrong side, and that auto attack. Yeah, exactly, there's a minion wave coming here as well, and we're looking at Damwon getting rid of the mid lane outer turret before the turret plates have even gone down, which is just a ridiculous timing to actually do this game, you know? Like, he's got a Tiamat, he's got a Kindle Gem, but that's it. As Nuclear looking for OnFleek, and this is not the Lee Sin we saw in the last game. Just going to take down the lead. Joker is going to be an afterthought, but still definitely dead, and now the Lucian is on fire.
And now we need to
pay a visit to the bottom side, their last remaining outer turret, and they've just got a demolish proc.
And this game at all. Damwon going to take down a Cloud Drake, and yeah, again, the epitome of the rich get richer in this game.
It is. It is. I feel like Summoner's Rift is now being confirmed to not have a dress code.
Mistakes. Noguri in his classic overextended position.
Yeah, but looks really good doing it this time around. Q gonna land from on fleek though, as he does get the kickback. Can he follow with the resonating strike? The answer might be no, as Damwon able to get this rotation over. Hero's entrance to come down onto on fleek, but I don't know whether they can save his life. The safeguard's there, that's gonna be enough as they trade 1-for-1, but now Summit finds himself on the wrong side of Summoner's Rift with not enough slices and not enough dices to get him out of this one. 2 kills go down one after the other.
Seconds. Too early to pick up that objective, but everywhere they go, Sandbox should just be giving them up everything.
Yep, not entirely sure what Ghost was doing right here, but he's definitely dead. Nuclear's going to be easily champions all around the Rift.
Why Renekton is a blind pick in Korea against Noguri. This is the last guy you blind pick. It's Sword maybe, but
Ring of Frost going to come down as Joker is just going to die as an afterthought. Shroud is in there for Dub to keep him alive, is now on fleek, going to try and make a play, but just going to kick Nuclear the wrong direction, and may even die to the culling as the flash comes out. Nuclear over the wall, easily able to grab that Dub with the items on cooldown. Going to have a bit of a problem here, just tries to get onto Nuclear, which was very...
They back away, the Baron is theirs, the minion wave is theirs. We don't do surrenders in pro play very reliably, but this is definitely the one you surrender.
It is.
Baron buff goes down, and the gold lead is going to get... I feel like the biggest offender here is going to be the stats now, because now your stats for Sandbox Gaming, gold lead now, ooh, 15,000.
One of the biggest gold leads at this time that we've seen so far in the LCK, is we're just going to make it even more. Dub diving back forward, but I just don't think this Akali actually does anything. Hero's entrance down from Joker to try and keep him alive, and does so, but on fleek is going to be the sacrificial lamb. Now Summit taking the most damage from this cannon.
Good news, Ghost got a minion wave.
Here we go. I feel like we're watching double lift in a losing game. Just in a side lane, split pushing. He's on the Victor, so he clears out minion waves very effectively.
The turret not so much.
Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult as their turret's just erupting on the map for Damwon. We're moving
will he back or will he not, Atlas?
20,000 gold.
Oh, he's TPing.
Oh, okay. To a ward in their fountain. Not exactly what you want to be doing as Joker wins the war. Going to come in, but that's not a war that you want to be fighting right now. Mr. Debonair Galio. Damwon with 5 members. It's going to be taking down the next one. In goes Noguri. Boom goes the dynamite. And see you later, Sandbox. That is the last nail in this coffin that started being built at about 4 minutes into this game.
They were lowered into the ground so quickly, Atlas. That wasn't a viewing party.
That was when the rope snapped.
That was the price you had to pay to ban Tom Kench Nocturne. You couldn't spam bans against Noguri. If you look at the bans here, Akali, a Noguri bot lane for a no summoners Nuclear to help out on. Spotted on Vision.
Yeah, he's going to move on over. The grand entrance, oh man, that was real slow, but Joker still going to get hit by it, and Showmaker makes his way down here as well, as Joker's going the other way. They'll only be getting 1 kill here, but it's going to be first blood, and it is going to be going over to Damwon Gaming. Hoyt jumping over that wall with the flash. The Q is going to land, but Joker's taking him on a wild goose chase. Oh man, the slowest over the grand entrances, but still able. Not going to get that hook there from Joker.
This is really good from Sandbox. This is the moment where the game can really be won or lost. How much can they get?
Yep, teleport going to come in here, but Shelly, she's charging on forward. That's all that money. And 1.5 minutes.
But ever since the range on 9.1 for acquisition was extended, things can be bad. As here's the gank.
Yeah, quickness has been procced, and that looks fast enough on the grand entrance. The Summit comes in with the teleport. Canyon's going to get punished. And Damwon Gaming not going to be able to find the gank at all, and Ghost is going to be fine.
They knew the ult was down, and they want more.
Yeah, Hoist's just going to get kicked. On fleek coming on forward, and Sandbox just using their extra power that they have with these champions. You've got them pressed up further forward, because Noguri then gets that free ride into the back line if he gets the right teleport flank or position.
If you're Sandbox Gaming. Team fighting wise in the late game, it's definitely a huge advantage, but it's supposed to be, okay, Damwon, so it's risky to run comps like this from Sandbox. Traditionally or recently, they've been able to play them out. You make one big mistake, and that big mistake might be now. Things can go away from you.
Yeah, turret's going to come down. 4 members of Damwon up towards the top side. It's the quickness. Still works this time. Good knockup from the hero's entrance as Showmaker can't find the taunt target. Trouble Bubbles are now in amongst this fight, but the trade is good for Damwon Gaming. The dive forward as Noguri gets exploded. No Hemoplague to be followed up on this time as Paddlestar does work onto Showmaker, but doesn't get the Trouble Bubble. Can on fleek do it? Can he make the big kick play?
He's actually looking down the lane for one Ezreal here. He's not expecting this.
Yeah, there's the flash in. See you later, Callista. You are dead this time. Not going to be out. Oh! Survives! What the heck was that? Turns it all around, and Sandbox Gaming used their early advantage. It's not over yet, though. The explosion does finally come in as Noguri has to flash to get out, but still, I'll be typing worth to the end of me life in the all chat on Fleek. Trying to jump on top of Summit, doesn't actually need to, has low health bars on Damwon, and a beautiful play out of Ghost.
Skipping mad at the end and no ability to finish it up because those items aren't there. The damage is lower than they realize. Sandbox Gaming, the damage is going to be done in terms of objectives finally. Second turret of the game.
They do have the engage options. This doesn't quite work out.
Damage out of position on Sandbox. These are the resting moments where AoE wombo doesn't matter because the map control was surrendered in the early game.
Well, here's the fight, actually. Quickness does tie a couple up as the Callista is going to die this time. Joker gets a nice triple play, but he's going to follow him. The Oath Sworn going to go into the Death Chamber. And Sandbox, they lose the bottom lane this time. Can they clean up?
And how did that start? That's the question I don't know the answer to, because 2 picks is a very heavy price on the top side of the map, and Callista especially dying with both summoners. Kick used.
Yeah, kickback onto Showmaker as OnFleek just gets himself taunted and dies. Okay, Sandbox throwing their lives away as Noguri takes a lot of damage here. The pull is going to negate a lot of that damage, but it's not enough. Big enough lead to deal with this flanking Noguri Vladimir. What they can actually do about it, we'll have to find out.
Oh, actually drawn out of Canyon, was worried about a paddle star. He has to walk up. It means he doesn't have this. He's re-engaging.
Yeah, he's deciding to use it for an engage tool now as the Oathsworn is going to be pulled back. The Callista, can she actually get any work done in this fight? As Summit just dives on forward, looking to delete Hoyt. Not going to be able to do so, but now Canyon is dead because there's no opportunity to utilize the World Ender and the flash forward from Showmaker, but it's on to Joker. Can they get anything more as Noguri dives onto Dub in the back line, but the Hemoplague's not going to kill him. Paddlestar also not going to work out. He's going to be there. Tides of Blood doing some work as Noguri's able to dance around, but Ghost doing the same thing. The Ren not going to get the first kill, and the trade is going to come in. Nuclear also now able to get the DPS through.
Able to get vision. That's the hard part still for Damwon Gaming, but they can kite upwards, put down their own.
On this Baron buff, and like you say, Hoyt looking for it, gets in there. Grand Entrance doesn't work. As the battle dance means that the quickness doesn't do anything. Summit into the backline this time is looking for that deletion, but he is taken down instead. They're going to trade back as Ghost is dancing around the fight, but that Ezreal that we were talking about so much.
How will Damwon play this? Hemoplague back off cooldown.
Well, vision's certainly available here for Damwon. That is very late teleport, though, as the Ren stacks are sticking in there, and Ghost has decided to commit. OnFleek's there. They do take it down, and the safeguard is beautiful. Flashes over the wall as Dove, the only one to be traded, and Sandbox will take that any day. Exactly. They are going to take a couple of games at least, as now the engage comes down. Canyon wants to deliver a gargoyle into the backline, and this time, Hoyt gets the quickness. The Grand Entrance is looking pretty damn grand this time, and Sandbox are melting. Summit still alive as Ghost also able to get a double so far. Can't dance around this team fight quite well enough, and Nuclear is going to survive, but no! Summit grabs the kill with the empowered shock blast. Top laners, the ones left standing.
Well, a lot of people will say, where's the Rage Blade? But I don't think you can afford to go Rage Blade. It only helps if you know they can't AoE you down, is the Sandbox approach. They've got the acceleration gate. They're trying to jump between lanes. Even the Ghost on Dove is a pretty welcome one to rotate. Yeah. And a run on Damwon, but I see Noguri and I get scared.
Yep, Canyon World Ender has been popped once again, looking for another one of these engages. It feels like they can just rinse and repeat. Good knock up onto Joker, but that's the only one they're going to get. But with him on the top side of the map, they're going to continue playing around it, and that means a free Mountain Drake. And now Hoyt is in trouble. Accelerated Shock Blast is in there. The quickness, the flash, is able to get himself out. Now Noguri in the backline. Joker comes on down. Ghost dives on top of a Vladimir. Not sure whether that's what they wanted to do, but Noguri gets all of his health back. Zhonya's is there. Joker is not, as he's going to get taken down by Nuclear. And now Summit looking to run away. Dub looking for the
Baron. Is there anything Damwon Gaming can do to stop them?
Well, there's no World Ender available from Canyon here, and now Ghost able to put those sticks in there. Not going to be a true 50-50, and it's just going to be taken. Damwon Gaming just basically
seeing so many fights that are 50-50 and execution being important. But this is the meta that was introduced, and with face check.
The face check from OnFleek does have the Guardian Angel, remember, and is going to get taken down to it as Noguri wants to get the team fight, goes into the Sanguine Pool, gets a good Tides of Blood, but has the Zhonya's there as well. The Vlad is still alive, and that means that this is going to be a Damwon team fight. Joker the first one to go down, but Dub able to nail a lot of that damage, but Ghost has been CC'd. Now down to his Guardian Angel. Summit can't get the work done. Finally, the Vlad will fall, and now Ghost is bouncing around the fight. Gets the double in the end, and Nuclear wants to get it. The auto's not enough, and Ghost survives. Sandbox somehow win a miracle team fight and get the ace.
They outplay them. They're excellent skirmishing on the back end. A crazy fight. Sandbox Gaming, with those death timers, they're going to win.
Absolutely everything that needed to go right went right for Damwon. The Vladimir stayed alive for absolutely way longer than he needed to, but Sandbox just dance around the hero's entrance. Stunning stuff here, and Ghost on 6 items makes the Callista look like a deadly late-game threat, and they will win the game and take the series.
There's good starts to the season for a promoted team, and there's 5-0. The 5-0 confirmed. They go in undefeated till the time they face Griffin later this week.
And look at how excited they are as well, finally getting some redemption against a team that was certainly with the winning record over Sandbox in Damwon Gaming in Challenger before this. They promoted alongside one another, but it was a rougher road in that promotion series for this Sandbox squad. However, what matters is the LCK, and what has happened is a 5-0 start for this Sandbox squad. Fantastic stuff. It was one of the longest pauses that we've had so far, but goes that man on your screen right there, able to pull it back together. Oh man. So many things going wrong, so many opportunities for Damwon to find their way back into that last game. But Sandbox just seem to be able to play around their win conditions with their compositions so well.
And amazingly, it actually amplifies the achievement because we can all feel, because of the long pause, how late that felt. It was the late game, but it was all...